Floodwaters ravaging Kentucky over the weekend, leaving at least 11 people dead.
6 on your side reporter Naomi Hillmer joins us now from Bell County, Kentucky. And Naomi, what have you seen there?
Lori, Bo, while many counties in southeast Kentucky were impacted by some major flooding, here in Bell County, the Pineville mayor tells me, while they did receive some flooding, they were one of the fortunate ones.
Like I said, our flood walls protect a lot of our city, so we were very fortunate, blessed to not have a lot of those issues.
Mayor Sean Fugate says if it wasn't for the retaining wall against the Cumberland River, flooding in Pineville could have been much worse.
We ended up assisting the county and a few rescues, and so I mean, it was, our guys were there, and we're fortunate enough to have them available to go help in those situations, but it was mostly surrounding areas. But they got quite a few calls.
He said over 90% of their emergency staff were working across the city and assisting the rest of the county. Residents in the area said they took to higher ground. One man saying his family evacuated to his house for days.
Today's my first time being down in here since all this has happened. And, you know, I seen a lot of, stuff washed in the roads, and it's just, I don't know how to say it, just a lot of people looked out on this. There's a lot of it could have hit all at one time.
And while he says he is glad no one was hurt here, other cities like Middlesboro say they are there to help.
When you're in southeast Kentucky, all your mayors, you're one family. You know, you have to come together, you have to band together, and they know what if they need anything at all, we're always a phone call away.
While Middlesboro and Pineville had less flooding than the rest of southeast Kentucky, they said they are there to help their neighbors in need, and other states are repaying the favor.
You know, it's amazing to see what North Carolina's doing to, come back and scratch the same back that scratched theirs, and, that's the first thing their governor said was, for as much as Kentucky gave to us, we're more than willing to be there and be that partner. And that's the mentality you've got to have, not throughout just southeast Kentucky, but all Appalachia.
The mayor of Pineville also told me while they didn't sustain too much damage, it may take a while for them to clean up with the incoming snow. However, he is hopeful this area will be back to normal again by next week. In Pineville, Naomi Hillmer, 6 on your side.
All right, Naomi, thank you. And a last update from Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. First responders still in the search and rescue phase of their response.
And a dozen emergency shelters have opened across the state. To learn more, look for this story on WATE.com.
Now, Governor Beshear also noting that more than 300 roads like the one you see here have been impacted across the state of Kentucky.
Local, state, and national agencies stepping in to help people find safety and shelter. And the governor is warning everyone to please stay out of floodwaters and allow crews to get to those who need help.
We still have different missions that are underway. There are still people that are in harm's way. And it's very important today that we continue to remind folks not to drive through standing water, not to drive around barricades. They are there for a reason.
The governor also warning with snow on the way later this week and standing water that will likely turn to ice, work crews will be very busy keeping the roads drivable.